Good morning, Rabbi. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast anonymously sponsored. If you noticed in the Torah reading, in the dedication of the Mishkan, Aaron is asked to offer an egel, a bull, and the rest of the Jewish people are supposed to bring a series mahigo. Why is that the case? Why is there a separation of the korbanos that Aaron will bring, let's say, to what Klal Yisrael brings? So the answer that's given is that the Aaron's egel corresponds with the involvement in the egel azav, the golden calf. Aaron was a big hand in that, so he has to atone for it. And the reason why the Jewish people, the rest of the Bnei Yisrael, bring the series and mehigo is to atone for the sin of selling of Yosef. Remember, they dipped his coat in the blood of the series of mehigo. So we can understand what the connection is from Aaron to the Mishkan, at the Egel Azav, because Aaron was involved in Egel Azav, and we know that according to some of the opinions, like Rashi, first came the sin of Egel Azav, and then came the construction of the Mishkan, is to atone for the sin of the Egel Azav. But what connection does this, there's a dedication of the Mishkan have with the selling of Yosef? What connection does it have? That happened such a long time ago. So there's not in the Torah does find a connection. He says that what happened is that Jews had different roles, and what his brothers couldn't really understand, and this is what caused the divisiveness, is that there'll be 11 brothers would have one role, and Yosef had a different role regarding the family. The mission is supposed to bring unity together. Now, when the Jews were in the desert, it didn't make a difference if you were a different tribe, if you were Cohen, Levi, Yisrael, you didn't really have any special duties in the Mizrah. But now that the Mishkan is being dedicated, there's a Cohen, there's a Levi, they have different roles to play, which could bring this unity, so that's what they are bringing a sin offering for the sale of Yosef, and the dipping his blood in the he-goat's blood is to atone for that, because now that unity becomes paramount. That's what the Mishkan represents, so therefore it has to be atoned for that. But unfortunately, we find that didn't really help, because we see a little later on, what do we find? We find Korach. Why are you different than everybody else? Why do you lord up over the people? You see the division of the Jewish people come up again. But that's really the purpose of the Mishkan, is to bring the unity of the Jewish people, and that's why Aaron had to bring his atonement for the had to bring the series, had to bring a egel for the egel hazav, and the Jewish people had to bring for the sale of Yosef. And unfortunately, the affliction of this unity that afflicted them afflicts us today. And in order to bring Mashiach, somebody said to me, Ikvasa the Mashiach, which means the footsteps of Mashiach. But you can also learn Ikvasa means to hold back Mashiach. By our fighting with each other, we hold back the coming of Mashiach. May we have the Jewish unity so we can bring the footsteps of the Mashiach speedily in our days. Have a wonderful day.